So welcome. Thank you so much for joining me here, Lady of the Unknown Oracle. This is Sophie. So this is going to be your reading for the remainder of January 2019. All right, so this is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and Jupiter. Okay, the cards are talking today. So a relationship, Virgo. Looks like this is going to be a love reading. I was just about to say that this is a general reading and whatever comes out will be read accordingly, but Spirit has already given us the divine hint, and looks like we are doing a love reading right off the bat. All right, my dear Virgo, let's see what's going on with you for the remainder of January 2019. If you are new to my channel, I am so happy to have you. Welcome. Welcome to our humble abode here at Lady of the Unknown Oracle. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. Please like and share. Leave a comment below, please. I would love to know if this resonates, how everything is going for you on your journey. Let's see. If you are returning, I appreciate you so much for your love and support. Thank you. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. We've got the Hierophant. You are probably in a long-term relationship, a marriage, a very strong commitment. You're in a strong committed relationship with somebody. Current situation, we've got the Ace of Swords crossed by the Devil. In your heart, we've got Three of Pentacles. On your mind, with the Queen of Cups. Past, we've got the Five of Wands. Coming in, we've got Two of Wands. You see yourself, Virgo, as Three of Wands. I'm trying to get this straight, man. In one of my last videos, I saw how crooked I had everything, and it drove me nuts. Okay, see yourself as the Three of Wands in your environment. Six of Swords. Your fear. Okay. Outcome. Knight of Pentacles. So slow movement forward. We will also be clarifying, so hold on. Okay, so right off the bat, you guys really need to talk, Virgo. Either you have to talk, or you need to become really, really, really honest with yourself. With the Ace of Swords, we've got communication, we've got clarity, this knowledge, this aha moment, this download from the divine informing you of the situation that you're currently in. What's keeping you from being clear about it is this Devil energy. So since we've established that you're in a relationship with another person, this Devil energy is something toxic within your relationship, either a codependence to each other or a codependence to bad habits that hurt one another. But either way, something here does not belong and you need to cut it out. The Ace of Swords is the Ace of Swords. You have with the Justice card that sword that's being wielded by justice. You know, this is that sword. It's the sword that you can use to cut these threads. But it's hard because maybe you guys have been together for a very long time, and so you're used to each other, or you depend on each other. You use each other as an emotional crutch, or maybe as a financial crutch. Maybe without this person you would feel helpless, or vice versa. But there's something here, this unnecessary, toxic, very toxic, heavy energy that you guys share, and there's a call from the divine that you know already what that is, and to do something now with that information. Have a conversation. In your heart, you want to be able to work with them. You want, what's the word, like cooperation. You want teamwork. You want to be able to work together with this person to improve your relationship, to come out of the Devil energy. Whatever it is, it feels like this is a twofold problem. Like even if you were to pull your own weight, or maybe you already are, right? In order to improve the situation, it's them that's got to pull their weight. It's them that's got to do their job. It's them that's gotta, you know, it's their half of the relationship that's weighing you both down. And there's not much that you can do because you're already maxing out your side. You're doing everything you're supposed to be doing, Virgo. Because in your mind, you've also got the Queen of Cups. You're thinking about being a mom. Are you pregnant, Virgo? Are you pregnant? Are you expecting a baby? You guys are expecting a baby maybe, and that's what this call for clarity requires. Because if you're going to be bringing you know, a new little angel into this relationship, you have to make sure that you guys have your game plan ready. You guys are a team, right? You're a team. You have to be working through problems. You can't be letting problems stop you. In the past, you guys were arguing a lot. There's a lot of competition, a lot of differing opinions. You know, you guys are making this work, but it seems like, it feels here like you or the person that you're with is almost like sacrificing their integrity to make it work. Like someone is really overreaching in order to make this work. The other person needs to contribute. The other person needs to contribute big time, Virgo. And there's this sense of someone realizes what needs to be done and they need to do it, but they're stopping because of some kind of toxicity in this devil energy. Like maybe there's a fear here. Maybe there's a fear that everything will come crumbling down if you do have this discussion. But if it does, let it. If it does and it was that fickle to begin with, then let it. Because if you keep this up, this is going to be very unhealthy for you. And especially if you're pregnant, this is not the kind of environment you want to bring your baby into at all. So if the communication you guys have does dissolve the relationship, that's even better. You don't want this double energy, period. Coming in, you've got the Two of Wands. You've got a decision to make. You've got a pretty big decision to make. Not big, you know, with the Two of Wands, we're in the minor arcana. So this is a decision on how to go about this situation, how to have the conversation, how to broach the subject. Now that you have this knowledge, now that you have this clarity, what are you going to do with it? How are you going to use it for your greatest and highest good, to improve the situation, to improve the relationship? Maybe the person that you're with has this bad habit of like making you feel like what you're bringing up is you trying to start an argument, right? Like gaslighting you, so that way you don't have to talk about it at all. And so you're trying to figure out how it is you're going to talk to them, because you want to stay civil. You want to go about things in a way like you're trying to help the relationship, but you're so used to this like, like this no, but you don't understand, but why are you always trying to create this? Look at what you're doing. We're in an argument now. Is this what you wanted? Let me stop. Virgo, coming in, you're gonna be given this opportunity to really decide how it is you really want to be dealing with this situation here, because you see yourself as the Three of Wands. You see yourself as looking forward to what could be coming back in. You're hoping for the best from this. You're looking at yourself as hopeful. You're looking at yourself as having put in everything that you could up to this point. And so now whatever you get back is what you get back, and you'll make a decision based on the return. In the environment, you've got the Six of Swords. You've got moving in a smooth transition, right? Moving from choppy waters to calmer waters. In the environment, maybe you don't even realize it, but you, just by realizing this thing about the relationship that you guys share, you are already moving ahead. You are already making that transition forward. Stepping into this clarity, into this knowledge, was just the first step to progressing to your future. In your fear, you have the Six of Wands. In the fear, you don't want to be getting that much attention. You're hoping that the spotlight won't be put on you. Right? Again, I'm getting that gaslighting feeling. Like you don't want it to be your fault. Like whatever comes out of this conversation or whatever comes out of this decision, if there is a decision that changes the outcome of your whole relationship, your fear is that it's going to be put on you. The blame is going to be put on you, and the spotlight, the attention, it's going to be bad attention, and it's going to be put just on you. But here with the potential outcome, we do have the Knight of Pentacles. So I'm seeing progress. I'm seeing slow as molasses in the wintertime is what comes to mind. that kind of progress, like very slow progress, but it is forward movement. It is forward movement. So let's go ahead and clarify really quickly. Let's clarify. But there's definitely a download that you will be receiving in the last half of January, and it's going to help you make a realization about something that has been affecting you within a relationship, something that has been very toxic, something that's been draining your energy, something that's really not what you have been working for. You've been working very hard on this relationship and you want cooperation, but all you get is competition. And you're hoping to get back what you've put out. But what you don't realize is that no matter how things turn out, you, just by realizing what it is you deserve, realizing that there are bigger things that you see for yourself, bigger things that you see for your life, with or without this person, you are already moving from this chaos and into tranquility. Yeah, you're afraid that the attention is going to be put on you. Yeah, you're afraid that however things turn out, you know, it's going to be made to look like maybe you were the one to blame. But regardless, there's progress. Whether this is progress alone or progress with the person that you're with, we'll see now. Let's go ahead and check this out. You guys have been together for a while though, so this is a very difficult situation for you, and I'm so sorry, Virgo. But you are making really great strides for yourself, and that's what's important. At the bottom, we've got 9 of Wands. So you're trying to get this strength back, but you're very tired of fighting. You're very defensive. So clarifying the Ace of Swords, we have the Prince of Wands. So there's a strength that's going to be required of you now that you have this download. You have this clarity. But you need to find out what you need to do with this clarity. You have to find the creativity, you have to find the creativity. How are you going to approach this subject? With the 2 of Wands, you're already pondering how to talk about this information that you have now, or this realization that you have now. There's this movement forward, this passionate drive forward with courage, with ambition. You now see what you need in order to move forward in passion. But you need to tap into your courage here with the Lion. With the Lion, we have this sense of you need courage in order to move forward. So even though now you have the clarity, you need to make sure that you are not afraid of what could happen. Once you find that balance within yourself, you can move forward in whatever decision you choose. With the Devil, we've got the 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, so this is a partnership that's been robbed of emotion, a partnership that's been robbed of fairness. It's a toxic relationship. At this point, it almost feels like it's just a partnership. Like if you guys do have children, this feels very empty. It feels like what you guys are working on now is really just an exchange of goods, right? So he produces the money, you produce the babies. That's it. You know, where people can have a very, very beautiful relationship, and, you know, that has stood the test of time. You guys have been together for a long time. You guys have been working on building things together. While that is the case for people, this isn't your case, right, Virgo? You have a very toxic relationship that has been robbed of passion and has been replaced by toxicity, codependence, hurtful words, insults, manipulation. In your heart, what the heck? In your heart, you have this desire for cooperation. But you can't, because what you guys have is so toxic. What you guys have is so toxic, and you're bound to each other. It feels almost like you guys are trapped together. Like you guys are in this partnership, but there's literally no way out, and you guys are just trying to make things work, because at that point, with everything that you've built together, that's just kind of what you do. You don't divorce, you don't move out, you don't, you know, it's almost like this standstill of like, we know that this is the end of the rope, but we're still trying to make it work, because otherwise, what else do we have? What else do we have to show for what we've been working for this whole time? You guys probably have kids. I was getting that feeling of pregnancy with the 6 of Cups. You guys might have 2 already. You might have 1 already, and then 1 is coming, and so you're trying to make it work for the kids, right, Virgo? Or maybe you guys want children, and you guys have been together for so long that you figure, you know, there's really no sense in ending this and then trying to find someone else. You know, we already have all of this established. Let's just do it. Let's try to make it work. We want a family. That's the one thing that we have in common, so let's do it. Either that, or you have a very toxic past that you share with each other, and in your heart, that's what makes you want to work this out, is you feel like you do have something, a basis upon which to build, to repair what you guys have. That what you guys have right now is toxic, but it wasn't always toxic. And so you're in this like reminiscing, in this state of reminiscing and thinking back to the past, back to when things were better. In your heart, you've got the Queen of Cups with the Princess of Pentacles. So Virgo, this is you. Again, I'm getting the feeling of a mom. With the princess, she could be pregnant. But she also puts in a lot of work. The Princess of Pentacles is a student and she masters her craft. So you really, really, really are a very nurturing person. On top of being unconditionally loving, you are a very nurturing person. And that's what's on your mind, is that there's something here in the relationship, either with the person that you're with or the family that you guys have in general, the baby that's coming, something. There's something in the relationship that you guys share that you nurture it, and you've been putting so much work and time and energy into it, and you love it so much. And that's what you're thinking about, all you're thinking about is keeping it. In your mind, you don't even want to think about leaving anything. In the past, you've got you again with the Queen of Pentacles and the Hermit, literally you. You might be having a lot of this internal conflict from the past. You're conflicted because where you are right now is unhealthy, but what you had before might have been better. With the Six of Cups, what you had before might have been better. And so in the immediate past, you have been trying to tell yourself, well, no, I can stay. No, I can stay. Things are not that bad. It used to be great. But you've gotten into this point now where things maybe have actually, there's an uptick in how much worse things have gotten recently, and now you're entering this state of, well, damn, right? You've spent some time alone. You've really thought about it. You sat there with your pentacle and you're like, how important is this pentacle to me really if it means compromising my integrity, right? How important is this pentacle really? And then maybe you're starting to wonder, if he can't pull his weight, or if she can't pull her weight, or if my counterpart can't do what they need to do in order to bring this home back to tranquility, back to serenity, back to our escape from the real world, then I might need to do something. Something needs to be done here. With the Two of Wands, we've got the Four of Cups. We've got deciding to miss an opportunity, perhaps. Maybe this person comes to you and says, you know what, yeah, let's start over. But you might have gotten to a point, remember, we've got the Nine of Wands. So while you're trying to regain strength, you might actually be really tired, and you might be this close to dropping the wands, and you might be considering just forgetting the second chance. Coming in, you're going to have this moment where you're thinking like, you know what, maybe I didn't want this after all. There's a full moon in the back, and I can't help but think that by this full moon coming up, I believe 22nd, 23rd, by the new moon, this is going to be the time frame that you come to this feeling of needing to make a decision, and then deciding, you know what, not even that you're bored. I'm not even getting that you're bored, but like this, you know, she's sitting here on the lotus, you know, brand new beginning, but she's holding these cups, and she just doesn't seem to be appreciative of what's in the cups. Like, she's kind of looking out and thinking, what am I doing with these damn cups? And then meanwhile, you have one floating in the back saying, you know, like, here is the cup. So maybe she's thinking, I'm going to just drop the cups I have, because what does it matter? It might come to a point where you realize that there is something better out there, even though it's not within your vicinity yet. But what you have is not fulfilling anymore. And you might come to this realization where you know your worth, you know what you're willing to take, you know your standards and your boundaries, and you realize that you have people, this person that you're with, who doesn't respect any of it. They don't respect you. Sometimes it might even feel like, do they even like you? Right? Do they even like you, or do they just like you for what you provide for them? And it's getting to a point where you're just like, you know what, forget it. No second chance. I'm missing this opportunity. You want to make up? That's great. If you had come to me with that 6 months ago, but it's not 6 months ago. And now I'm so tired of your BS that it's like, you know what, forget it. Forget you. I'm done. We'll make it work somehow. We'll make it work with the kids somehow, but I'm not dealing with you. You're looking at yourself as, yeah, the Three of Cups with the Ten of Wands. You're letting go. Like, I'm thinking, see, with the Six of Cups, you have this recall of the past. And I feel like this Three of Cups, this celebration, what you did feel, you know, they're empty. At least I feel like they're empty here in the Four of Cups. These cups, this what you were holding on to that you're thinking about letting go, it's oppressive. It's just too much to bear. It's too heavy of a weight to bear, these three cups. And you're looking, you're going to give it its moment. You're viewing yourself as giving yourself the time to wait for things to come back. You're like, you know what, let me just take a second. Let me see what the outcome looks like here. But you're already anticipating that it's going to be too much. You're already anticipating. You want to believe that the Three of Cups will be coming back. But there's something about the Three of Cups that does not satisfy you. There's something about the Three of Cups that feels more like a burden than a victory. With the Six of Swords, we've got that you're already moving into you're already in smooth transition, yeah, towards a release of something. Something has ended here. You might be, yeah, you're Virgo, be very careful, because I'm getting the feeling like you've really sacrificed a lot of yourself in order to make this work. In the environment, you have this transition from releasing. There's something that you would be, by moving forward out of this chaos that you're in, you would be releasing something, the toxicity here in the relationship, and you would be bringing back your happiness. You have a lot of potential to be extremely, extremely happy outside of this situation, Virgo, if only you would just let it go. And here's the thing with the Six of Swords, it doesn't have to be this like boom, bam, tower moment, tears, you know, callbacks, whatever. No, this could literally just be you packing a bag, leaving a note, and being like, I love you, but I cannot do this. I'm going to take the kids, we'll stay with my mom, but you and we need to figure something out, because I can't do this. It could be a quiet, just go in the night type of silent transition, smooth transition, where you don't answer to anyone. And you just say, you know what, I am done. This is done. This has been done for a long time. I am reclaiming my happiness. And that's it. Your fear is that you're going to be made to look like the bad guy here. Yeah, exactly. With the Five of Wands, it's going to make... You're afraid that the conflict is going to look like it's your fault. It is so not your fault. You're going to be healing. The fear here is that you are going to spend so much time trying to recover from this conflict, and at the end of it, it's going to be made to look like it's your fault. Do not, Virgo. My heart goes to you, my love. This is like, what you're going through is so difficult, and I'm so sorry. This is not your fault, and that is what Spirit is trying to tell you. None of this is your fault. Your fear is that the spotlight's gonna be on you, but that's what the person you're dealing with wants to make it seem like, because they are at a point where they're really not emotionally mature. They don't want to take responsibility for the pain that they've caused. They don't want to take responsibility for the damage that they've done. Whoever you're with is extremely immature. And they want you to be made to seem like the bad guy, and that's the only way that they could keep you. Maybe that's the only way they've been able to keep you up to this point, is by making it seem like you're the bad guy. No, Virgo, no. You work way too damn hard, man. You work way too damn hard. Okay, so hold on now. In the outcome, you've got the Knight of Pentacles. With the Knight of Pentacles clarified now by the King of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. You could have, if you were to release the toxic relationship that you are in, Virgo, I see multiple other suitors who not only would provide stability, but also provide a lot of passion. These people may or may not already be in your environment, this fire sign and this earth sign. But regardless of their sign, this could just, these are energies. There's someone in your environment, or would be coming into your environment, who might approach you, they feel very passionately towards you, very ambitious. They want to provide. There's someone here that really wants to provide for you, Virgo. They've seen you go through this, and they're actually working up the courage. With the Four of Pentacles, you have to let this go. Here's the thing, with the Knight of Pentacles, you've got this slow progress forward, and with the Four of Pentacles, you have that you're holding on to something. But in this deck, it's you gaining your power. It's you're not sitting there in this miserly energy of holding on to your pentacles because you're afraid to move forward. It's you sitting there and kind of like in the same breath of the Nine of Wands, You're not tired in the Four of Pentacles, but you are sitting still so that you can charge yourself up, right? You're getting ready for the jump off. So with the Nine of Pentacles, you are moving slowly forward, but the advice here is to prepare yourself and to do what you can to get yourself back up from this situation. If you choose to sever, if your decision here is to go through with missing the second chance, you guys are trying to possibly, maybe they want to reconcile with you, they're telling you that they're offering you this new thing, and you're like, you know what, never mind. You are going to be regaining your power very quickly. Like with the Knight of Wands, there's slow movement forward, possibly with romances with these other people who are going to be approaching you. It might take them a long time to come to you and finally approach you, because they see you going through this and maybe they don't want to rush things. But you are going to regain your power very, very quickly, because you're going to realize that there are people who actually feel something towards you, who actually have a lot of passion for you and want to provide you with comfort, with stability, emotionally, physically, mentally. They want to provide you with something very stable, very long lasting, and something that makes your heart sing. You'll be regaining your power very quickly if you choose to let go of this toxic situation. And I know it's very hard. It is so difficult. You've been with this person for a long time, very long time, and this is not easy for you at all, Virgo. And I'm so sorry that this is what you're going through, because you deserve none of it. You work way too hard and you invest a lot of time and a lot of energy into your relationships. It's very hard to open up. And so when you finally do, it's like when this is what you receive, it puts a strain on your trust in people overall. And that's not fair to you, because you guys can feel it very deeply. And you work really hard for the things that you care about. And it's just not fair that you invest and this is the return. Healing family issues, that's right. There's something here that you're trying to fix, but it might be worth it to consider what fixing really means to you, Virgo. Does fixing mean pretending that the problems don't exist, or does it mean moving forward and figuring out how child support is going to happen? There are multiple ways of healing family issues, and not all of them requires you sacrificing your well-being for the sake of others. Everyone will be fine. With love, everything is achievable, and I know that sounds super corny, but it's true. Don't worry about your children. If they're your children, Virgo, they're going to be fine. Remember that. You have to have faith in yourself. If they're yours, then they're warriors. With your love, they can overcome anything. Okay? Retreat. It's time to disconnect. Codependency. So this relationship is toxic through and through. And now is really a time for you to spend time apart. It's time for you to really spend some of that time, you are the hermit, to spend some of that time in solitude and realize that there is so much more that you are worth, and there are people coming in to show you what you are worth, if only there was an opportunity. But someone here is very codependent, and someone here makes it very difficult for you to feel happy, and that's not your fault, and that is not your responsibility to sit there and take it. Healing family issues does not mean that you take that just because you're the mom, or you're the wife, or you're the female energy here, that you need to be receptive to all energies. You don't have to be receptive to toxicity. That is not your obligation to anyone, right? So it might be time to retreat, go within, and take some much needed time alone, so that you can decide what you want your next move to be. Because you deserve much more than what you're getting, Virgo. You're getting shortchanged a lot, but there's so much healing. There's so much healing that can result if you make the decision to prioritize yourself over the person that is really, like, I understand that you guys might have had a very sweet past together, but that was back then. That was back then. You know that what you have now is not really salvageable, and it's not fair to you to continue moving forward and pretending like things are okay when really they're not. All right, Virgo. All right, my baby. I'm sorry. This was a heavy message for you. And, if you need support, please comment, send me messages. I will do my best to respond back. This is a healing community. Lady of the Unknown Oracle, this is a healing community. This is not just say it how it is and then leave you to it. This is healing. you know, our conversations together can be very productive and can help you move you forward. So if there's anything that you want to ask the community, please comment below, and we all help each other here. Okay, what drives this channel, what drives us, all the individuals that come together here that are attracted to this point, is love. Okay, so do not be afraid. If you need to ask for help, we are here for you. All right, Virgo? All right, my sweetie pie. So I'm going to leave it at that. I hope that if this resonated, it helps provide with clarity so that you can make the best move for yourself moving forward. Okay, my love? All right, I love you so much. Please leave any questions that you might have below, okay? And I will see you guys for next month's readings. If there is anything that you want to delve into, just go into the description box below, and I do offer personal readings. If you want to go a little bit more in depth into this situation, I would be more than happy to help clarify some things for you. All right, Virg? All right, my love. You are beautiful in and out. You are stronger than you know, and you put so much time into the things that you do. Have faith in yourself. You know how to make this work. You know how to move forward. Just prioritize yourself. Everything else is going to come forward, okay? I promise. Everything will come forward. That is the only way Virgos know how, is to make things work precisely correctly. All right? All right, my dear. I will see you later, okay? I love you. Take care. Millions of kisses and millions of hugs, okay? I will see you guys next time. Bye, Virgo.